sneaky Golem log bait, pushing to 10,000 trophies, and this is the story of the time I peed on my friend. So I grew up in this beautiful little neighborhood with a bunch of boys my age on the street. It's everything you could ask for growing up, and right next to our neighborhood was this nice little wooded area. And that was like our spot. That was our hangout spot. Like, you know, if you give 12-year-old boys each other and an open woods, like, there's going to be some shenanigans that occur, and we are no exception to that rule. So we would do like all kinds of stuff back there. Like we'd play ball tag and manhunt, and we'd build forts and stuff. So much fun. But anyway, one of these days we're back there in one of our little forts, and all these construction workers just kick us out, and they start like staking out the ground, and we're like, whoa, what's going on here? And they're like, we just bought, like, our boss just bought this land and we're building this storage facility here. You know those like massive concrete buildings with like 20 different little like garage doors, and you open it up, it's just full of people's junk because everyone just continues to purchase material goods because they think that's what like makes them valuable, I guess. Well, yeah, it was one of those schmucky things. And so they're building that, and they kick us off our land. And for a bunch of 12-year-old boys, like, this is the closest thing we have to war. We are not just going to take that lightly. So we eventually, over time, like throughout this summer, we just developed a hatred for this construction crew, because over time they would just like take more and more of our spots away. We would lose fort after fort, and we absolutely hated them. So we decided, all right, guys, we gotta take revenge. We have to like make sure that they can't complete this building. Like let's take our land back. So at first we start messing with them, and it's just small stuff. So they'd be there during the day, and they'd be crafting up whatever it is they're doing. And then at night they would leave, and we would sneak in there and we'd mess with their stuff. So like we'd like chuck their water bottles on the ground, and like if they had like a blueprint, you know, we draw a little penis with a Sharpie, like, you know, just 12-year-old boy stuff, like absolute beautiful things that we think is so funny. But over time, we started to get more and more risky with what we were doing. So at first it was just harmless stuff like that, and then that like could have been like a squirrel or something, and then eventually you know that they came in the next day for work, and they were like, all right, someone definitely intentionally put my drill in the porta potty, like what's going on here? So it just got more and more beautiful, and we were just slowly evolving with the shenanigans that we were pulling, which was just amazing. Nice freeze, you absolute schmuck. All right, skeletons around. Oh, that's beautiful. Anyway, so we're at war with these guys, and it evolves even further. It gets to the point where we start messing with them during the day as they're working. So like at first it was like just at night we would just sneak in there, and then there's this massive hill like right next to where they were building the warehouse, and we would go to the hill, and there's this huge walnut tree, and we'd all take these walnuts and just like chuck them over the hill and just try to like throw it in their sight. And we thought it was so funny, and honestly, yeah, thinking about it now, it's pretty darn funny, not gonna lie. But we thought it was like super funny back then. And then what we started to do is we would actually aim for people. So like we started to gain these nicknames for them. Like the one guy we called Big Boy because he was like jacked. There was a skinny guy that we called Skinny Joe, and then there was another guy that we called Big Fatty. And you can guess his archetype. So eventually we all just started aiming for Big Fatty because obviously we wanted to hit dome shots with our little walnuts, and that was definitely the best chance. And give me that 3 crown, you absolute schmuck. So it starts off, we're just doing like little things to provoke them. Then we're like moving their tools around, actually hindering their work. And then we're throwing walnuts at Big Fatty during the day, and then like sneaking back away. It was just a beautiful thing. Anyway, the summer progresses, and they start to really like, the building starts to take shape. It's now a 2-story building. It still doesn't have like doors or windows or lights or anything like that, but it's actually like a physical structure. So we're still coming at night, and one of these nights we decide, you know, we don't need to mess with them tonight. We've done enough of that. Let's play ball tag in this building, in this unbuilt warehouse with pipes on the floors, window holes. Like, it's a 2-story building. We're on the 2nd story, and there's window holes the size of a small child that you can just fall out of. Like, it was actually really dangerous. Scaffolding all over, no lights, so you can't even see what you're doing, and we'd always play ball tag at night. So we're in there. It's just, we're in the danger zone, and we're playing this beautiful game of ball tag, and it's just amazing. Like, as a 12-year-old boy, like, that's everything you could ever imagine was what that experience was for us. So we're sitting there, we're playing ball tag. In between rounds, I'm like, all right, boys, I gotta take a leak. I'm gonna go hit the woods. I'll be right back. Now, the one guy, I guess you call him like the more of the leader of the group, goes, yeah, me too. I have to pee. Watch this. So I'm sitting there, and he just walks over to one of the window holes, drops his pants, whips it out, and just starts taking a leak off the side. And he goes, I bet you I can hit that. And there was like this little like John Deere cart thing. And he was like, I bet you I can hit that John Deere. So he's peeing on this like machinery. And we think it's the funniest thing in the world. So immediately, all of us just gravitate to like the different window holes. We each take our own. And we're just like peeing on all their equipment. Like it was so funny. But so like the one side actually did have like one big floodlight. The other side was completely dark. And that's like where the staircase was. So I'm on the dark side. I'm taking a leak off the side of this building. Second story up. And I start to hear something. And at this point, I like am shatting my pants because we're the guys that have been messing with this construction crew. It's like, it's about time they're gonna like stake it out and like try to see who's been like moving their equipment and like messing with their stuff. Like if they catch us here, we're gonna be in some big trouble. So we're shatting our pants. Like I collect the boys. I'm like, oh my God, someone's down there. Someone is down there. We don't know what to do. There's only one entrance in and out. It's just this one staircase. You can jump out of the windows, but like nobody's doing that. Like that would actually be insane and like super dangerous. So we don't know what to do. We're just huddled up in this corner, like kind of tucked around the corner at the top of the staircase, just praying that these footsteps get quieter and quieter and just go out into the distance. So we're just praying. We're praying. It gets louder and louder, and we're sitting there ever so scared, not sure what to do. Sneaky Golem in the pocket. We're like so nervous right now. We don't want to get grounded. We don't want to get in trouble. And out pops my friend, and his head is completely wet, and he goes, I think it rained. And there was not a cloud in the sky.